Hello and welcome back to how to identify which Breyer is in which blind bag. This week we're doing Mini Whinnie surprises, and I have two different series. I have Mini Whinnie Series 2 and then the Mini Whinnie Surprise, Find the Mystery Horse. I'm going to focus on two horses in particular for this, this video, and in this case, I'm going to look for the chaser and I'm going to look for the foals. They're the easiest to identify in the last two blind bag series. So first, we're going to look at the back again, just like we did last week. These top horses are the horses that are available. Then down here at the bottom, you can see there's a set of foals, Blaze and Hero. There's two foals in the package. And then your chaser horse is called Strawberry, and it's the jumping horse, and he's in like a pink dapple color. And for this particular series, that makes it very easy because this jumping horse, this silhouette is correct. This is the horse that we are looking for. And this tells me that this horse has a base. So these two are going to be the easiest to find in this bag. So the Mini Whinnies aren't as breakable. They're made of a more rubbery plastic than the stablemates were. If you squeeze too hard on a stablemate, it will break. If you squeeze on the Mini Whinnie, I don't think I've ever seen a Mini Whinnie actually break. It would take quite a bit. So I'm going to squeeze the bag from bottom to top. In this case, I've got a lump down here, which is pretty small. So there's one horse. I'm going to keep going up, and I've got another lump up here. So in this case, I have two objects in this bag, and that's what I want to identify is this bag has two objects because it has two foals. This bag has two objects because it has a horse and a jump. I personally like the foals, so I do look for them. So I'm going to identify this is actually a horse down here because I can feel that it's got like a round solid body and it's got some legs coming up off of it. And this other object in the bag I can also identify has a solid body and some legs. So I'm going to say this is the two foals because I believe that's what I felt. And when I open the bag, there we go. So this is what I was feeling. I was feeling a body, and you can see these legs are actually flexible as opposed to the stablemates where they will break if you do this. So that's how I can identify that there's two horses in the bag. And the reason I want to identify that what's in the bag, the objects, is because this is my next bag. In this case, I have an object down here of some kind. Following up the bag, I have a second object. So again, I have two things in this bag, so they could be two foals, or they could be a horse and a jump. So now I'm going to start at the bottom again, and I'm going to identify this is actually an oval, flat base. Coming up off of it is a stand. So this is actually a base. Following up, I can feel a solid body, and I can feel some legs and a head. So I have a horse and a stand. So for this series, identifying the chaser and identifying the foals are fairly easy. So let's open it up and we'll see. There we have. This is what I was feeling at the bottom, is this oval stand with a base coming up. And then this is Strawberry. So this is the correct silhouette for the chaser horse. Remember, this is not always accurate, so check it out ahead of time. So this way I can identify which is the horse and which is the two foals fairly easily. Now for this series, I think this was the series before Series 2, but it's unnumbered. Again, we have two foals and we have a chaser horse. Now in this case, the silhouette is correct. That is the silhouette of the chaser horse. This is a running thoroughbred. Now I know, because I know my Mini Whinnie molds, that this horse also requires a base. He does not stand on his own. So the two horses that I personally look for in this series is the foals, because I love the foals, and the chaser. So I'm going to find a bag that has two objects in it. So in this case, I have an object down here at the bottom. And when the way you know it's not just a big horse with lots of mane and tail or anything is you can squish them apart from each other. So in this case, I actually have a body down here and a body up here. So there's two objects in this bag. And when I feel them, I can feel that I think this is going to be this guy, because I can feel a head that's kind of curved. And when I go to the second one, again, I can feel it's a body with some legs on it. So nothing to me feels like a flat base that's round with a sticky uppy thing. So this is going to be the two foals. So I'm going to open it. And there we have two foals. So we have the little scrambling foal and the little sitting foal. The thing that'll make this one a little bit more challenging, the mini Whinnies, is they come with these little pieces of paper so they can interfere as you're feeling for things. So that's why you want to make sure when you're feeling to make sure it's two bodies is take one and kind of push it away from each other to make sure it's just not a very long horse or something with a mane and tail. Make sure it's actually two objects. And if you wanted to find Sterling, who is the chaser horse, again, you want to look for that base. I don't have any that are unopened, but you want to look for that base, two objects in the bag, and the second object's going to be a horse. So there you have it. When you're looking at mini Whinnies, you can now identify the chasers in Series 2 and this mini Whinnie surprise bag with the thoroughbred on the front. You can find Sterling and Strawberry, and you can find the two foals. So good luck. Have fun.